Hi, my name is Javier Alvarez, and I'm going to inform you today about the importance the sport of soccer has on the Hispanic community. Soccer is very popular. Me being a Hispanic, I was raised in a soccer household, a soccer culture. That's the number one sport my entire life. I was basically raised on it. Every Sunday before church, there was always games that I used to watch with my father, and I watched baseball and basketball as well, but I knew soccer was the sport that kind of hit home in a way, and many other Hispanic peoples see that as well, whether them being in the United States or being in Central America. They see soccer as a way to get out of certain aspects of life, trying to make a better life for themselves, a way to distract themselves and to feel a sense of happiness. Even though their work days are long, they use soccer to kind of get them away from that. And how I'm going to approach this speech is two ways. First, it's going to be the cultural significance of soccer in the Hispanic community, and the second one will be the importance of soccer in the Hispanic community. To start things off, Nielsen.com says that Hispanics are 61% more likely to watch a soccer match compared to other ethnicities, whether them being Asian, white, black. Hispanics are more likely to watch soccer, and I agree with this because when I talk to my family members, soccer is their main sport. When I talk to my friends, usually they'd say, I like basketball, I like baseball. Soccer's not really the main focus here in the United States as well. You compare the views of the MLS, the U.S. Soccer League here, comparing it to other Hispanic soccer leagues, and the viewership is way higher in the Hispanic leagues. Usually it's the MLB or the NFL that has more viewership, basically because those are just more important sports here. As.com says Latinos play and watch soccer as a way to escape the grueling workday. As you can see, a lot of families meet up to watch soccer matches and just spend their Sunday barbecuing and hanging out with their family members, just enjoying life. And those are really those days where you don't really focus on work and you focus more on the game and family and just enjoyment. And I also did this, and I also partook in these activities as well. Soccer is just a way to help people, like I said earlier, not focus on their grueling workday. We know that a lot of Hispanics have tough work days. They work long hours every day to provide for their family, and we know that soccer is one way to distract them from the grueling lifestyle that they have. Another statistic is from RapidsYouthSoccer.com, and they say Latinos are looking for ways to feel close to home, and soccer helps. So Rapids Youth Soccer is the youth soccer website of the Colorado Rapids. Colorado Rapids has a very good youth program. Coincidentally, most of their youth athletes are Hispanic. I found this when I was doing more research into this website. So they have good knowledge based on Hispanics and their relationship to soccer. But when they say that they're looking for ways to feel close to home, it's because many people migrate to the United States, and they know that soccer here is not as important as it is in their countries that they come from. They know that baseball here is dominated, basketball, hockey, other stuff like that. So for a way for them to feel close to home is to watch soccer. Usually it's the soccer from their homeland. That's why I know many soccer fans who follow teams from Honduras, Nicaragua, Guatemala, Mexico. They want to feel close to home. They want to stick close to home. They want to remember something that was there before they left. And this is the culture of soccer. Culture is very important. It's a very prideful thing. When there's rivalries, it's pretty much bragging rights. If your team loses, sorry, you just got to wait for the next match. Soccer and culture is very important. The second topic is importance. How important is soccer to the Hispanic person, to the Latin community? Like I said earlier, I was raised in it. It was so important to me. I never really focused on playing another sport because soccer was just the one. It just had so much more importance to me rather than other sports. I enjoyed other sports, but soccer just had a part of my heart. BeLatina.com says the only route for certain Hispanic young men to escape from poverty is to play soccer. And now, if you compare the youth systems of Mexico to European teams, we know that the Europeans are more developed. You see the Germans, they're more successful in terms of international tournaments. You see the British, they have a strong team. Now, after reading this article and after this website saying that young men are trying to escape from poverty by playing soccer, I realized that now their main focus, Hispanic soccer players, is to make more money rather than be successful. And I noticed that's what makes them less successful than other nations. Compassion.com says soccer helps children and youth to stay off the streets. It is true. This reminds me of a scene in Narcos where a bunch of kids were playing and one kid was recruited to be a part of the drug cartel after that. Soccer is a good way to not get yourself into those types of things. I know Narcos is just a show, but that's a good example of what could have happened in real life. It's a good way to keep kids away from bad influences and focus them on aspects that they could succeed in, and they could, flourish and help them change their life around, help their family change too, and get out of the life they're living in, getting out of the neighborhood they're living in. Just one little change and staying away from the bad influences can help one overcome the hardships. Soccer is a way to escape from dangers of life. I said prior, it's a way to just get rid of all the hardships of work. Soccer is very important to the Hispanic, whether them being from their own country or them migrating here. Soccer is just very, very important. It's a very prideful thing. And it's just, for the young kid, it has so much importance. And that is just why soccer is my favorite sport and is my favorite sport of many other Hispanics. And that is my informative speech. Thank you.